There's an old saying that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and it seems to be true in the case of Justin Combs. Like his father, Diddy, Justin allegedly has a penchant for partying hard. Recently, he's made headlines for throwing lavish and wild parties, reminiscent of his father's infamous gathering. What's particularly striking about Justin Combs' partying is the timing, given the current circumstances. These events aren't just a distant memory, we are talking about now, while his father Diddy is deeply embroiled in a highly publicized case. With his father denying all allegations, the court denying his bail, and his friends allegedly denying him. Justin's recent drama has not only added fuel to the fire surrounding his father's situation, but is also damaging his reputation. Many people are now re-examining his past behavior and drawing parallels with his recent actions, leading some to label him the next Diddy. Now Justin Combs has consistently made headlines for the wrong reasons, notably before his father's arrest and his recent controversy. If y'all recall, last year, sources had it that Justin had been arrested for driving under the influence and had an alcohol content above 0.08%. But luckily for him, his lawyer was about to negotiate a deal and convince the judge to avoid prison. Instead, they secured a probation sentence. In June this year, Justin was also hit with a $190,000 lawsuit by Porsche Leasing Ltd. They accused Justin of missing payments worth $170,000 on a 2022 Bentley Bentayga V8. In addition to the $170,000 not paid by Justin Combs, the company also sought $13,000 in interest. Justin agreed to make 42 payments for the car, each of which was $3,365.23. However, he failed to make the payment, so the company decided to exercise their right to take back their vehicle. Fast forward to the present, reports are suggesting that Justin Combs has been banned from renting homes due to his reputation for hosting wild parties. A property broker has claimed that Justin's history of throwing out-of-control gatherings has made him undesirable among local property brokers. The anonymous broker revealed a startling secret. Justin, the life of the party, would promise small gatherings only to flip the script and host wild bashes that left rental homes in utter chaos. The broker said he would say, "I'm having 20 people over, but there will be 200. And then they would wreck the house. It's gotten to the point where nobody will rent to him. He called me to rent and I said no." Now, it's worth wondering, what kind of parties are these celebrities hosting that result in such destruction? The reports of wild gatherings are reminiscent of Meek Mill's similar party, which is also linked to the ongoing Diddy situation. Speaking of Meek Mill's party, it's a pretty wild story. He reportedly rented a house in the Beverly Hills location that Justin Bieber vacated back in 2015. Meek Mill rented the property under strict instructions from the owner not to host any parties. However, he went ahead and threw a bash anyway, which resulted in a $150,000 lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, Meek and his guests caused quite a bit of damage. They smashed furniture and glass, destroyed landscaping, and even broke a trampoline in their wake. Interestingly, a similar scenario is playing out with Justin Combs, who is currently facing accusations of hosting wild parties. However, his lawyer contended he's done nothing wrong. In a statement, the lawyer said, "Justin has not been charged with a crime or sued civilly regarding any of these accusations for a reason. He did nothing wrong." But to be honest, y'all, a lot of people aren't buying Justin's denial. Rumors are circulating that, beyond the alleged damages, some pretty wild things might have gone down at his parties that we don't know about. It's similar to what happened with Diddy. If it wasn't for Cassie and others coming forward with lawsuits, we might have never known to the full extent of his alleged parties. This has led some to revisit earlier claims about Diddy's parties, including a notable interview with Tania Wallace on Soft White Underbelly. Tania alleged that phones were not allowed at the parties, fueling speculation about what might have occurred at Justin's parties. Additionally, Wallace claimed that one of Diddy's sons would escort guests to the freak-off sections of the party, which has now sparked suspicion that Justin might have been involved.
So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music, like Mark. The house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something.
Now, to Nia Wallace's statement about one of Diddy's sons escorting guests to the freak section has taken on new significance in light of recent events. Many people now believe that Justin is the son that she was referring to. This has led to speculation that Justin's parties might be just as wild and out of control as the ones his father used to host. In light of these developments, many are questioning the timing of Justin's parties. With Diddy currently incarcerated and facing serious allegations related to these parties, some feel it's insensitive or tone deaf for Justin to be hosting similar events. This has led some to revisit the speculation about Justin's relationship with his father. According to one theory, Justin may not be Diddy's biological son. Proponents of this theory argue that a biological son would show more empathy and restraint in this situation, rather than hosting parties that could further implicate his father. However, others have a different perspective on the situation. Many believe that Justin's actions are a reflection of Diddy's influence on him, rather than a lack of biological connection. They argue that Justin's behavior is a result of the values and habits he learned from his father, which have become ingrained in him. They've alleged that Diddy has been involved in questionable activities, including parties and other illicit behavior, and that Justin has been exposed to or involved in these activities. These allegations have been further fueled by lawsuits, including one filed by Lil Rod, which accuses Diddy and Justin of being involved in a studio cover-up, including a claim that one of them was involved in a If y'all can still remember, Lil Rod claimed he heard multiple shots after a heated conversation in a bathroom nearby. When the bathroom door opened, Combs and Justin exited, and a person identified as G was lying on the bathroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg and hip area. Lil Rod further claimed that he took G to the front of the studio to a waiting ambulance, and that Diddy instructed him to tell the police they had nothing to do with it, that a drive-by assailant had committed the outside the studio. This development has many convinced that Justin is indeed following in Diddy's footsteps, and that his actions are a direct result of his father's influence. And let me tell you, a result of this is why speculation is growing that Justin might be the next Diddy. The internet people have been dropping some thought-provoking comments like, "When you harbor demonic spirit, please tell me exactly what you are to expect to happen to you. JC obviously wants to be his daddy, so when he crashes out, they can share a cell. No more to really say here. Like darn. Why are they throwing parties anyways? Their dad is sitting in jail for their parties right now. That doesn't even make sense." And someone said, "I hope Justin Combs is not out here taking A's himself." Okay, that was deep, but I know y'all got some thoughts about this whole situation. Do you think those parties were some freak-off parties? Is Justin trying to be the next Diddy? And do y'all think this is the right time for Justin to throw parties? Let me read your thoughts in the comments below.